everybody. Welcome to circuit training with Karen, and I'm going to give you a chance. Hopefully I'm going to have like record numbers of attendees for this Tuesday night, Tuesday afternoon workout. We're going to do a little circuit. I'm in my home studio, so I kind of have a lot more than you would normally have at home, but I'm hoping that people have got a TRX, an exercise ball, and bear with me for just 2 seconds. An exercise ball. I'm just trying to see where I am on the screen. Where is that? Some weights. You definitely want some weights. And here I am. Okay, you definitely want some weights and some bands. You want the short little loopy bands or a long like TheraBand type band, okay? So if you don't have everything, don't worry. I'll try to help you make modifications. And if you don't have weights, you can use cans of soup. You can use bags of rice. You can use your dog. You can use books. So just get creative, okay? So let's start with a little bit of a warm-up. Hi, Jen. So we're going to warm up with some rock backs and some cat camel. So let's get on all fours. You're going to round your spine and extend your spine. So let's exhale as we round and inhale. And be careful, don't overextend your spine, okay? One more time. Good. Now, I want you to go back. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Hello, Peter. How are you? Now we're going to do some rock backs. So you want a nice straight spine. And you're going to go back and forward and push with your hands into your mat. Couple more. Okay, now you can put your feet flat on the mat, okay? And let's go back a little further so that we can kind of get deeper into the hips. Pushing. Two more. Good. Okay, now if you guys have a yoga block or a big pillow, like not a real squishy pillow, or a ball, take that. We're gonna lie on the back and you're gonna put this between your knees, okay? So I've got it between the knees and I'm just gonna, from the hip, I'm gonna squeeze the block. Now when you squeeze, I don't want you, I'm gonna take the block out for a second. I don't want you to squeeze and rock. Do you see how I'm rocking my pelvis back? So my pubic bone is now higher than my hips. You want to try to keep those hips nice and the pelvis nice and kind of neutral, all right? Just don't do a big rock back. So we're going to squeeze, we're going to engage the inner thighs and relax. Squeeze, relax. Okay, I'm gonna breathe. Everybody breathe. Exhale. Let's do that 3 more times. We're gonna squeeze and squeeze. Last one. Perfect. Okay. now I'm just gonna put this under my head. Now take your hands on the outside of your quads. And I just want you to press out into your hands and relax. Press out again. Don't press and automatically go bloop with your pelvis, okay? We don't want that. And press out. If you have a leg that doesn't really want to press out, make it press out. Last two. And last one. Good. Okay. Now I'm going to stand up. Grab a foam roller if you've got a foam roller. Just going to see if anyone's got anything to say to me. Hello, Larry. Okay, so we're going to roll out the quads. Then we're going to roll out the spine. Then we're going to do a quick roll of the sides, okay? You got to address the sides. So let's just do a quick roll of the quad. I like to do these, and I like to also but add in a plank. So I'm working my plank. I'm not letting my lower back just sag, okay? So use these muscles to help you do your roll without hurting yourself. Now bend your knees and bring your legs to the right so that you can get different angles of the quad. And now I'll go the other side. Excellent. Okay, let's do a quick spinal roll out. If you have the one that's got the nubs and the bumps on it, and if it's uncomfortable, I'm sorry. Maybe you need to get like dual or foam roller. Okay, so I'm gonna just roll. I'm going all the way down to the base of my spine and just below it. Because you know what? It's tight down there. But just make sure that you don't hurt yourself once you get past your rib cage. Woo! All right. Now I'm going to do my obligatory extension. I'm going to inhale and flex, exhaling. I'm pushing, reaching my spine into the roller. Inhaling, lift up. You might get a really good crack in the old back, a nice adjustment. And X. Let's do that one more time. And X. Good. Now I'm going to get my sides. I'm going to get my underarms. You know, paddling. This gets it right there. That feels good, right where those ribs are right below your underarms. I'm gonna side bend my spine and reach. Inside and reach. Now go ahead and do the other side. I'm just gonna see if somebody's telling me something important. Oh, thanks, Larry. Okay. I have 2 more rooms that you don't even see full of equipment. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay, let's get that underarm first. This is my favorite. Yeah. I've been fortunate that my lake that I paddle in is still open and it's not very busy. So I had a paddle yesterday. Oh, it was awesome. I used my latest training camp info I got from Larry. I'm really trying to loosen my grip. It's really hard. And I think I've gotten the obliques almost equal on both sides. Like I feel like the left oblique is actually responding where it felt like it was a dead muscle before. So that's good. Okay, awesome. Alrighty, so now we're just gonna do a little bit of Pilates mat. And that's just to kind of get us warmed up. And we're gonna kind of go through it sort of rapidly, okay? So grab a block or your pillow or your towel, put it underneath your head. and you're gonna lie flat. You're gonna bring your legs into this, what we call tabletop position, okay? Don't make your hip flexors do the work. I'm gonna bring my hands up in the air. I'm gonna take a nice big inhale. Keep your head down if you've got neck issues, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna inhale. Now as I exhale, I'm gonna start exhaling, and I'm gonna roll up, and I'm gonna pump my arms. And I'm gonna inhale through my nose, and I'm gonna exhale for 5 seconds, approximately. I'm gonna inhale into my lateral rib cage, and I'm gonna exhale. Inhale, and exhale. 2 more sets, in, and exhale. If you've got back issues, keep those knees bent, okay? Don't worry, this really doesn't add much to it. So this is it. This is good. Inhale and exhale. Excellent. Now go ahead and put your hands behind your legs, and you're just gonna roll up, okay? So from here, go ahead, and if this position is uncomfortable, if you slouch like this in this position, bend your knees, spread the legs out, turn them out slightly if you need to. But ideally, we'd like you to be like this. I'm gonna bring my arms out to my side. I'm gonna inhale, and I'm basically gonna pretend like I've got a ball, a big ball right here, and I'm gonna try to reach my spine up over it, and I'm gonna reach, and then I'm gonna exhale, and from my sit bones, from the base of my spine up, I'm gonna sit up nice and tall, exhaling. Inhale, I'm gonna reach. Exhale, I'm gonna sit up. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Now really reach it if you want to. Get a nice big stretch. And exhale. Do you see how I'm not up here in my shoulders? Shoulders are not earrings. We need to keep these guys down, neck nice and long. Whoops, wrong breathing. Inhaling and exhale. Good. Now, spine stretch forward. Again, if you've got a back issue, don't do a really big twist where you feel like you're getting a shear from your ribs and your hips, okay? So what I want you to do is bring the arms out. You're gonna bring the belly button. I want you to point the belly button to the right, and you're gonna exhale, and you're gonna reach forward. I'm keeping both of my butts equally weighted on the floor. I'm gonna sit up nice and tall. Exhale, do the same thing. Do you see how I'm not going like this? I'm not rolling this way, okay? I'm turning, and I'm working this rotation. Okay, this is good if when you're paddling, you feel like you can't keep that upper hand on the outside of the board. I have a hard time doing it over here. I don't quite have the reach on the left side as I do on the right side. So this is tough for me. So I gotta work that rotation. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, we're gonna exhale. Keep this butt down. And stretch. Excellent. Okay. A couple more Pilates to get warmed up. So you're gonna lie back again. Get your block if you need it. Rest your head. You're gonna bring your right knee into your chest. My torso is nice and steady and stable on the floor. I'm gonna pull, pull. Buns, buns, okay? So this is not just about your hip flexors pulling your legs back, okay? There's a lot going on here. This is working, buns are working. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Rest your head for a second. You can look to the right, to the left. Okay, bring that head back up, chin towards chest. I'm gonna reach, That's my inhale. Sweep the arms down. Now exhale and actively bring your knees to your nose. If it doesn't hurt anything, inhale. Buns are on. X. 3 more. Last 2. And 1. Good. And rest. Woo! Okay, now we're going to do 2 more of these. So bring your legs up straight. You're going to pull, 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 pull. So I'm physically and actively pushing my leg away from me. It's not just me pulling like this. The away movement I'm really working on as well. Okay, 1 more like that. I'm gonna rest. It's hot in here. Last one we're gonna do, we're gonna put our legs up in the air. If you can't bend your knee or straighten your legs like this, don't worry. Just bend the knees and do this. Place your hands behind your head. You're gonna inhale. You're gonna exhale. Two more. Last one. Excellent. Okay. Now let's flip over. We're real quick going to do a little child's pose. Okay. All right. So now we're going to stand up. Looks like I've got a message here. Okay. So now I've got my band, and I think I'm going to have to do this kneeling, okay? So I have an anchor point that this band is attached to, and this is called a face pull. So you're going to get about 1 foot of band between each hand, and you're going to pull the band to the bridge of your nose, okay? And you're going to pull wide. You're not going to overextend your body. We're just going to do this face pull. Let's do 20 of these. I'm thinking I'm at 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17. Last 3, 20. Excellent. Okay, stay with this band, and now you kind of got to fight it so that your hand can stay like this instead of like that. But now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a straight arm pull down, okay? So I'm going to pull down 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we're going to do 20 of these too. 5, 6, 7, 8. Try not to get your neck super duper involved in this, okay? It's really easy to get this area right here lit up. And that is the last thing that you want to do. And I've lost count. Let's say 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Do you see how I'm trying not to let my arms collapse forward? We don't want to do that. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. I'm going to do a little stretchy poo. Oh! All right, now we're going to do some pull-aparts. So, if you've got any tubing or a band like this, or the little loopy bands that aren't really tight, let's grab those. You could even take very light weights and pretend that you've got, like I call Laffy Taffy, you know that taffy, and that you pull those apart, okay? You can do it however you want to do it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you my back view. You're gonna take your band, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull straight out. So I'm not thinking, oh, I just want my arm to go back. I'm actually reaching my arm out in this nice big arc. And then my shoulder blades will just miraculously come together, okay? So, 20 of these. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna take my shirt off. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The goal of these is not how much I can jam my shoulder blades together in towards my spine. It's how much width I can pull and then activate those rhomboids and all those other kind of shoulder blade muscles. Okay, let's do one more. Excellent. Alrighty, now we're gonna start our circuit. So, you're gonna wanna grab your TRX, okay? I'm gonna have to do everything on my damn knees. You're gonna wanna grab your TRX, and if you don't have a TRX, don't worry about it. You can do the rows like I've shown you before. You can have 2 anchor points in your bands, and you can pull like this, or you could do it the old school with your weights, okay? I'm gonna do it with a TRX. All right, so I'm gonna lean back, and I'm gonna pull. 1, 2. Now I'm gonna stand up. 3, 4. We're gonna do 12 of these. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Excellent, okay. Now we're gonna do a seated squat. Okay, so grab a weight. And I'm sitting in my chair, and I want you to pay attention to what your ankles are doing, your feet. I want you to be comfortable in your ankles, okay? I'm gonna stand up, sit right back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Awesome. Okay, next thing. If you don't have a Swiss ball, don't worry. If you're on a wood floor, you can use a towel underneath your feet and you can push it out and pull it in. Trying to think of what else you can use. You can just dig your heels into the floor and draw them towards you. Okay? There are different ways you can do this. So lie down flat. Your heels are basically in the center of your ball. We're gonna lift our hips up, okay? We're gonna push out, pull in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now do you see how my ball kind of wants to go to the right? It's not going out completely straight and coming in straight. that means that my left leg and my midline aren't working the same as my right leg. So I really got to think about that. And I got to keep it out of my back. So let's do 2 more. And down. Okay. All right, so get a sip of water because we're going to do our second set. Hello. I'm going to open this door and I'm going to move this out a little so it's not the great headless workout, right? Let's see if that works. Okay, did you get your water? Because now we got to do our second set. Okay. So get your TRX, get your rip train or whatever you got. You can make this work. And we're going to do 12. All right, so if you can, do you see on my feet, I'm lifting my toes up and my heels are down. I'm pulling 1, 2, 3, bear, don't you think about it, 4, 5, 6, 7, I got my buns on, 8, last 4, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Seated squats. Grab your weight. Okay. I'm doing 26 pounds. All right. And here we go. I'm going to sit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax those feet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Woo! Now we get to get our ball. And let's do our last. We're going to do each circuit twice. So you've got 3 exercises in each little circuit, and we'll do them twice. Okay? Alrighty. So you want your hands out or arms bent. Okay? Press your feet down, lift those hips up, and try to use, June, this is for you, use the left leg, work it more than the right. Don't let the right do everything for you. And I'm going to say 5, 4, 3, stay out of that back, stay out of that neck, 2, and 1. Ah, okay. Circuit numero uno over. Okay, but we still have a couple of things to do with that ball. I'm going to get a sip of water. I'm going to wipe my brow. Oh. Alrighty, now, leg rollouts. We're going to be prone. So this is kind of a front of the body work, plankish balance, okay? So what we're going to do is get on your ball. Okay? And I'm going to do 10 of these. So I'm going to press out, pull in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Press down on the ball. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Now, Put your feet up against your wall, okay? Or a couch or something that's immovable. We're gonna do something, we're gonna do a back extension. In Pilates, this is called the swan. It's a nice little exercise. Okay, so I'm gonna put my feet up against my little tower unit. I'm gonna place my hips right at my ball. And I'm just gonna drape over the ball. Now, I'm gonna lengthen my legs out. I'm gonna turn my butt on. I'm gonna press my hips into my ball. And I'm gonna come up into an extension. And then I'm gonna roll back down. And do it again, okay? So I'm gonna lengthen out. I'm pressing my hips into my ball. I'm using my glutes. And I'm lifting up. 1, okay? 2. So I'm trying not to get in this part of my back. I'm really trying to push my hips into the ball, lengthen this, and make my spinal muscles lift me up, okay? If this is difficult for you, do it like this. Put your hands right here and press up. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 3 more. 1, 2. If you've got one glute that doesn't want to do it, make that glute do it. And last one. Woo! Okay, now, whenever you do an extension like that, you want to follow it with a rounding of the spine. Okay, now we're going to do push-ups. My least favorite exercise of all time, and I'm horrible at them. I'm going to do 8 of them, but you guys can do 10 or 12, okay? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm halfway there. 5, 6, and 8. Oh boy. Okay. People that can't do a push-up like that, try not to do them with your knees bent like this, okay? Get a bench. You know, it can be as high as this, like at the gym, and work your way down to that flattened position, okay? So you would be like this, and just do what you can do. But try not to bend your knees, because you're kind of not, you're not doing yourself any favors. Do it from a higher position with the legs extended. Okay, now, got to do the second part. So that's going to be the leg rollouts. And you're really working these muscles actually are here and on your back as well. But I'm trying to reinforce that I don't want you to collapse this when you're in a plank or doing a push-up or even when you're paddling, you know, you want to think about it that way. So we're going to get on the ball and walk out, press down on the ball. That'll give you extra abs. 1, and then do a nice little crunch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! All right, now we get to do our swans. Okay, here we go. So remember, if this kind of gets you in the back or in the neck, just use your hands and either push up like that or push up from your ball, all right? So we're gonna press out and we're gonna push our hips into the ball and we're gonna lift. 1, 2, whoop, sorry, I didn't go in. 3, 4, 5, let's do 5 more. 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, and 10. Excellent. Round over. Whew. Okay. Get some water. Let's see who's checking in. Hi, Sebastian, Danny, Donnie. Okay, so next we're gonna do some TRX front squats, Y pulls, and a side to side jump with a stick, okay? Alrighty, so if you don't have the TRX, again, do not fear. Just do whatever kind of squat you want to do, okay? So, but if you've got the TRX, these are kind of fun. I like to call these my jumping out of the cannon at the circus that comes to town. Okay, so you're gonna, I'm sorry, somebody's doing yard work. You're gonna do, you're gonna wrap the handles kind of loosely around your ribs, okay? Then you're gonna bring your legs back, hence the shooting me out of the canyon, and you're gonna come down and push out. So make sure that that big toe, that 5th toe ball, and your heels stay connected. Don't let your feet do weird things. I want them pointing straight ahead and pushing into the floor. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is really good for our arch. 6, 7, 8, 9. Last 3, 10, 11, 12. Good. Okay. Golly, my glasses are fogging up. Now we're going to do Y. So I'm going to show you how to do them with the TRX with an offset stance. Then I'm also going to show you how to do them with a band or a weight. Okay? So if you are lucky enough to have the TRX, I'm going to shorten these a little bit. You're going to walk up with your hands above you and bend one leg. And then you're going to fall back and then pull up. Okay? I'm going to switch my leg. Do you see how I'm not going? All right, my lever is very straight from both my arms and my feet up to my spine. 2, I'm not using my forearms. Ugh. All right, Now, that's the TRX way. You can also just use your bands. So if you've got a band that you can connect to an anchor point on the floor, you can pull up. Okay, here's what that looks like over here. Pull. I'm not so hot at them on this arm. Ugh. And you have to be kind of careful, but you can also use your weights. So I'm going to show you. You're working these muscles through here, all right? So you're going to lift. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to close the door. This guy's driving me crazy. Sorry about that. Okay, so your Y pulls, 1. You don't want to do it and arch your back, all right? No, no, no. You want to keep your ribs and your hips nice and connected. So you're going to pull 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 2 more. 4 and 5. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to do my second set of push-ups. Oops. Okay, I'm going to do them right now because I do not cheat. I do not cheat in my circuits. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's do our push-ups. Ah! Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's as far as I can go. 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one. 8. Woo! Okay. That's that. No more push-ups. Be gone. Alrighty. Now we're going to do our side-to-side jumps. So hopefully you've got like a yoga mat that you can do this with. I'm going to turn a fan on. Okay. So how about we do 16? So it'll be 8 on each leg. All right? And hi, Olivier! So we're going to do, we're going to jump, and I want you to stick. It's going to take me a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think that's it. 17, 18, I'm going to do 20, 19, 20. We did it. Okay. Now we're going to do our front squats again. Let's get a sip of water. Always got to take a rest. Here comes Trisket. Trisket is the studio dog. He's numero uno. He's a star. Okay. TRX front squats. Stat. Okay. So wrap your hands around your ribs lightly. Okay? Step back. Get ready to be shot out of that cannon. All right. Inhale. Do you see how when I go back, I'm not tucking my butt? Okay? Keep that pelvis nice and neutral. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 more. 11, 12. A thought, if you don't have a TRX set up, you could, like, if you've got a door like this, something that you can hold on to, or a pole, you could actually do these as well. I cannot do an overhead squat to save my life. It just, physically I can't do it. But you could do these. You could walk down, get into a good, don't let yourself round over, and then stand up. Down, stand up. You could do those, okay? All right, now we're gonna do our Y pulls. I'm just gonna go ahead and do them with the TRX. And I'm gonna do 5 with the left leg bent, and then 5 with the right. Okay, so remember, you wanna straighten your arms, and then have your head right up underneath the arms. I'm gonna bend my right knee, I'm gonna fall back. 1, keep your butt on, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And now we have our side to side jumps. All right. So let's do 10 on each leg. All right. I'll start from the right this time. Okay, here we go. I want you to land kind of toe heel-esque, okay? Try that. So I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Alrighty. Wow. We're coming up to the last one. The last circuit, and then we'll have a cool down. So I'm going to use my bowl. You can sit, you can stand, you can tall kneel, you can unilateral kneel and then switch sides. Always a good idea to do that. I'm gonna sit my butt down on this, and I'm gonna do overhead arms, biceps, and posterior delt raises, okay? So I don't go real heavy overhead. We don't really need to in life. So if you've got neck problems or shoulder problems, there's nothing wrong with doing overheads with 5 pounds, 8 pounds, 10 pounds. For me, 8 pounds is kind of heavy. So I'll try it for the first set. Okay, so we're here. We're gonna do 12. 1. So when you bring your arms down, you see how I'm actually thinking about where my elbows are going, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, Seychelles is calling me. Hopefully she's trying not to tell me that you can see through my pants or something like that. Okay, 12. All right, now I'm gonna get my 10 pounders for my biceps. Now there are a few ways you can do your biceps. You can do the long head of your bicep, which basically kind of helps you do this motion along with a million other things. Or you can do the short head where you're doing this classic bicep curl. So actually, let's do this. Let's take our weights. Let's do an eccentric lengthening with weight of the bicep, okay? So we're gonna go down, and that's really what we're doing. That's the point. And then just don't even think about it going up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 more. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, I like those. Alrighty, now, since we've kind of already done these pulls, again, I'm a wimp when it comes to these, so 5 pounds is actually like too much for me. So I'm gonna grab a 3-pounder for my posterior delt lifts. And what I want you to do is I just want you to slump, and I want you to relax your neck, and I want you to do that same thing. Don't think about lifting up. I want you to think about that nice arc that your fist and your knuckles are reaching towards either part of the either side of the room. That is the best cue to do these so that you don't get all jacked up in your neck and your elbow joint. Okay? So I'm thinking that's 7. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Let's put those guys down. Let us wipe our brows. Woo! I'm sweaty. And let's do a little stretch. Kind of want to see who else is here while I'm stretching. My good friend Olivier. Yeah, let's get the triceps. We can even do a little side stretch. All right, we got last set. So I'm gonna get crazy. I'm gonna go with the 10 pounds. All righty. So this is our overhead. 1, 2, really keep that core nice and engaged. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last 3, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, 10 pounds is about when it starts getting into my neck. Alrighty, so I'm going to try to do my eccentric biceps with my 10 pounds. Alrighty, let's do this. Okay, so core is on, lower, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You guys, I'm doing good. I'm almost at an hour. I'm not going over an hour. I'm so proud of myself. We're gonna have to do like uber speedy cool down. Woo! I'm gonna do 4 more. 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Awesome, now we got our delt raises. Okay, grab your lighter weights. You can do these with a band. You can do it with cans of soup. You can do them with books. Okay, here we go. We're gonna round, you're gonna reach wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 2. Oh yeah. Okay. That feels good. All right. Now we're going to do a little cool down. Okay? First thing I'm going to do, you can do this on a chair, your couch, your counter, anything that won't like topple you over. But I'm going to grab and I'm going to pull. And I'm just going to hang. You can just do one arm and one side. Go to the other. You can twist. Okay. Now we're going to go down. Let's do a nice little lunge stretch. So if you put your fingertips right here at your hip bone where your front pockets are, get something under your knees so you don't hurt your knees. But basically, as we lunge forward, I'm pushing this bone, this pocket, into my fingertips. I'm getting a nice stretch through here. Good. Now, let's come down. We're going to go into this stretch. And then you're going to rotate. Do you see how I'm not collapsing? Good. And let's get your hammer lamma ding dong. We're going to stretch it here. Good. Now we'll switch. We'll do the other side. So equal weight on both hips. Don't put all your weight here. And you're going to come, we're going to push that front pocket into the fingertips. I'm getting a nice stretch. I'm bringing my chest with me so that I'm not like this, okay? Okay, hands on the inside. Come up. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, turn your belly button towards your inner thigh. Keep this butt on. Now we're going to stretch the hamstring. Okay. Now we'll go into a thread the needle. So threading. Hope you can see me. Put your down shoulder on the floor and the side of your face. Bring your top arm up and hook it into your leg. Good. Let's do the other side. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys, you can't see me very well. Okay, we're going to come here. So I'm going to stretch my right side. I'm going to thread that needle. I'm going to come up. Bring that arm up. Press press out and up. Okay, last thing we'll do is you're gonna hang. And I'll show you. You obviously need something that you can hang from. But you're gonna grab. And I don't even take my feet off. A lot of the times I just let myself hang. But sometimes I will. And I'll just take a nice deep breath. And I'll just really try to get that spine to let go. And then just gently come off. It's really good for the grip. It's super awesome for the shoulders and this underarm area. And that is it, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the workout. I enjoyed it. And I can take a picture of the circuit and post it. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but please, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me, okay? Love to all, and have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for joining me.